So at this point we have the ratio set up. So this is the ratio that the pentagon and the hexagon will be, and you can see them, they're vanishing and scaling down to infinity at that point. So what we can do is pick a suitable plane, let's say the front plane, and we can draw a sphere on that of any size. I said I wanted that to be diameter 250. And let's say, for instance, I want it to be a hollow football. So let's just give that a random dimension of, say, 6 mil. If I want to revolve this, I'm going to have to make sure it's a semicircle like that and trim away the bits I don't need. So I will go to Revolve Boss Base, zoom in here, and sure enough there we have a hollow sphere, and the hollow sphere is being intersected by these two patches. So we can use those pentagonal and hexagonal surfaces to cut and clip out the little bits of the sphere we need. So if I go to Insert, Features and Split, I want to select both surfaces as my trim tools, select Cut Bodies, and select all three parts, the pentagon, the hexagon and the remainder of the sphere. And just be careful to deselect Consume Cut Bodies or they'll all disappear. And press OK. And sure enough, I've got the three parts over here. So Split 2 in this case, I can hide that. And I also want to get rid of the two surfaces I've created. So Surface Loft 1 can be hidden, Surface Loft 2 can be hidden. While I'm at it, I'll rename these. So if I hit the pentagon, over here I can call this pentagon, and let's call the other one hexagon. So all that work was just to get those patches the correct proportion or size. So we want to save those out as two different parts, so we can go Insert, Features, Save Bodies, click both of them. So I have to save this whole thing first of all, so I will go to Save, and I'll just save that as football. Try again now. Insert, Features, Save Bodies, click both of them and press the green tick. What will happen is you can see it thinking it's building each of the two parts for me. There's the hexagon, and the pentagon I'm guessing is behind it. Sure enough, there's the pentagon and there's the hexagon. So just I'll save those quite quickly as well, save all, and I'll open up a new assembly. And what you can do is you can bring in the hexagon and you can bring in the pentagon. And it's quite easy to mate or constrain these together. Each should just require, we'll try that again, Insert Pentagon. There we go. Each should require just two mates. So first of all, mate the curved surface here with the curved surface there, and then this end line, the join line, and the join line there. Okay. And a handy tip here: if I want to bring in another hexagon, I'll simply hold Control and drag a hexagon. Hold Control again and drag another hexagon, and so on. So I'm just going to spend a few moments to mate these together. So I'll mate the curve here and the curve there, and right click. Try that again. Mate curve there and the curve there, and right click. And you can see that's moving along the radius like that. But I also want to mate that line with that line, and click. I want to mate that curve and that curve. And one more hexagon. So the entire football can be assembled that way. For added realism in the individual parts, what I like to do is just put a small fillet on the face, say 1 millimeter, and also on the hexagon a small fillet, say 1mm, and they should filter through into the assembly. Ignore that for a moment. And so I just haven't updated something. Let's just fix that, seems we're at it. And in here the pentagon, that's okay, we'll save all those. Into the assembly. It's just one of the mates. I seem to have mated a surface that's now been removed, so simply delete the mate there. Yes, that's okay. Okay, so that one just needs to be remated. We'll mate that bottom line with that bottom line there. And that's fixed again. It's just when I put on the fillet, I obviously removed the line that I used to mate it together. But at this point what I would do is save this entire thing as a sub-assembly. And rather than bringing dozens of patches into the football, just bring this assembly into the main football. So I'll do that very quickly. I'll just call this, save all, we'll call this sub-assembly. We'll save that, which will then allow us to open up a new assembly and bring in the sub-assembly. As you can see, I can just bring in as many of those sub-assemblies as I need, and they're going to be joined together with pentagons. So I can finally bring in one pentagon, place it here, and I'll try and just constrain that last one together. So constrain that line, and we'll flip the alignment. There we go. And just to make that fit, then we'll constrain that line with that line. And now we can bring this in. If you want to rotate it, you go rotate component and just do it like that. And there you go. And technically you could now save this as a sub-assembly. So it's a very nice assembly exercise. If you peel your way around and change those, you could save all those and mate them together. It's a great way to practice your assemblies. Just another thing to do, you could put, say, a black appearance onto this body, and that will make the assembly look a little bit neater, as would putting a white, let's go white plastic onto this body, and you can see the football will actually come out that colour. So just a bit of patience now and you get the whole football together, and I assure you if you get that much done, it will all mate together perfectly in the end.